My name is Gianna Stanley. I'm a Richmond-based private chef, and this summer I'm taking you on a tour of RVAgriculture's farmers markets. Today, we're at the Manakin market. This family-friendly market is just a quick drive away from Short Pump. Now let's go meet Faith, the market manager, and talk to her more about what all this market has to offer. I'm here with Faith, the market manager for the Manakin market. I know that we offer SNAP here at this market. Can you tell me a little bit more about the benefits of that and how potential customers can take advantage of it?
Definitely. So we have a really great program here. Actually, it's called Snap Match. And those who have food stamps can actually get twice their money's worth. So say they can spend up to, charge up to $30 on their SNAP. They actually get $60 to spend here at the market. So half of that will be able to spend on any food. The other half is specifically for fruits and vegetables. So it encourages more healthy eating and getting fresh, healthy food.
Wow, that's such a great thing to offer the community around us. I hope that you will stop by the market, say hi to Faith, pick up some local honey, and let's get to shopping, right? In case this is your first time joining us, I am challenging myself to make a recipe on the fly with only ingredients from this farmer's market. I've got $25, so let's get shopping. I'm here with Tyler from Sugar Bear Bakery because today we are going to make some challah French toast. So can you tell me a little bit more about your bakery and how it started?
I started in Portland, Oregon about 3 years ago, and back then it was just a delivery service. When I moved to Virginia, I started doing farmers markets and just kind of set up all around the city. I make specifically challah bread and hand pies.
Well, we are going to be getting some of this delicious challah for my challah French toast, and I'm so excited to bake it at home. I'm here with Delaney from Happy Hippie Harvest. I'm going to be getting my eggs from her today, but I'm super excited to talk to her about her shop because it's a one-stop shop for ceramics, art, flowers, and even eggs. So Delaney, can you tell me a little bit more about your business?
Yes, so I actually sculpt all of this and grow all of my flowers, my cat grass, my herbs, everything at my family farm, Crane and Clover Retreat. So we have about 8 or 9 chickens, and they all have different names, so they're all, very well taken care of. But we've got duck eggs, chicken eggs here.
And I'm so excited to be cooking a challah French toast with your eggs.
Yes, absolutely. I'm so excited for you.
Thanks for chatting with me, Delaney.
Of course, yeah, thank you.
So I am here at Agriberry Farm for the last ingredient of our recipe today. So I see a bunch of unfamiliar fruits that you have here. Can you tell me a little bit more about these more unique fruits that you might not find at a grocery store?
Yeah, the kiwi berries are very unique. It's like a miniature kiwi.
Wow.
And it's a superfruit packed with antioxidants and vitamins. I tell people Google it and read up on it, and it'll become one of your favorites. The muscadine grapes are ones that most people say their grandparents. It reminds them of that.
Okay.
It's an actual fruit that the Native Americans used to harvest and eat.
So today we're going to be picking up the blackberries and raspberries for my compote for my French toast, and I'm really excited to get cooking. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure today. Now let's head back to my kitchen and get cooking. Welcome to my kitchen. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the Manakin market. As a reminder, my recipe for today is going to be a challah French toast that we're going to be making with this delicious looking challah from Sugar Bear Bakery. Let's get started by cutting up our pieces of bread. I like to cut about 3/4 of an inch slices, so just under an inch. And you don't have to get your measuring stick out for this. You can really just eyeball it. I find that this thickness of a slice really works well with absorbing all of the liquids and the seasonings that we're going to be battering this French toast with. So I've got my challah nice and sliced up. So this is about the thickness that you're going for. It smells so good. So we're going to be making our egg wash or our French toast batter with these gorgeous eggs from Happy Hippie Harvest. As you can see, we have eggs from 1, 2, 3, 4 different chickens. You can tell this by the color and the size of the eggs, but what's so great about this farm is that they're truly, truly free range. They have open an open field to crawl in, and you can really tell by the quality of the eggs. You're going to add milk to your eggs. And I personally have a dairy intolerance, so I'm going with almond milk. I find that plant-based milk works just as good for this recipe. So you can pick whatever your personal preference is. Some cinnamon. And then we are also going to use some clove. This is totally optional if you're not a clove person. I personally love the flavor. You can also use nutmeg here, or you can skip it all together and just keep it to being a nice simple cinnamon and vanilla flavoring. I like to measure my dry ingredients first when I'm using the same measuring cup or measuring spoon, so that when I use my wet, it kind of washes it away and lifts up whatever is left in the spoon. Now everything's in here. It's a simple mix of egg, milk, vanilla, cinnamon, and clove, which is the optional additional spice. You could also sprinkle in an additional dash of salt, because it just makes everything just cling to the tongue a little bit better. When you're whisking together your egg wash, it's not a perfect science to what the consistency has to look like, but you essentially want to make sure that the spices are evenly distributed and that there's no clumps. This will make sure that you get a really nice, even flavor across the entire batch of your French toast. I think mine is just about done. What I like to do is just put in a couple slices all together on one side. And personally, I like to use my hands, but if you would prefer to use tongs, feel free. Just make sure that after you do your dipping, if you are using your hands, you're washing your hands so that you don't spread any contamination from the uncooked eggs. So, my little French toasties have been sitting in here for a couple seconds. I'm going to flip them over so that they get thoroughly coated and can really absorb the French toast liquid. You can see this is what our French toast is going to look like after it's been dipped in the egg wash. You've got some spices really nicely evenly distributed out throughout the layer, this top layer of the French toast. I've got this bowl here set aside for my French toast so that I can keep it contained. So in a French toast, you might think that the bread is the star, but I am here to tell you that today our star is going to be this delicious berry compote. I've got blackberries and raspberries from Agriberry Farms, and they just look gorgeous. Blackberries are an absolutely incredible fruit to keep in your refrigerator, whether you're making a compote with it for your breakfast or if you just want to snack on them. They are packed with antioxidants, full of vitamin C and vitamin K, and both raspberries and blackberries pack in a lot of fiber. If you're a fan of jams or jellies, then you are going to love this berry compote recipe. You might even find yourself making it more than you make French toast because it's just that easy. So I've got my washed berries. I'm going to be putting them into a small stock pot that I will be putting onto the stove. There's a little bit of extra water in here from when I rinsed my berries, and that's totally okay. I've got my 1/3 cup of sugar. I personally use monk fruit sugar, but you can use whatever granulated sugar you like the most for this recipe. And I'm just going to distribute it evenly across the top. So this is totally optional, but if you have a lemon lying around, you can also do a little squirt of lemon juice. This helps everything come together a little bit. I've got my berries, I've got my sugar, and a little splash of lemon juice. Now this is going to sit on the stovetop until it starts to really caramelize and come together. You'll notice that a lot of the moisture that is kept in the blackberries and the raspberries will release into almost a syrupy juice, and you will have a delicious berry syrup spread ready to go on our cooked French toast. I'm gonna pop this on the stove and I'll meet you over there. All right, so I have my pan heating up here. I'm going to be using avocado oil to cook my French toast, but you could use any neutral cooking oil that you want, including butter. So similar here, you can use your hands or you can use a spatula to lay your French toast down on the pan. A pro tip is whenever you're laying anything down on a pan, whether it's fried chicken or French toast, you want to place it going away from you so that if the liquid pops as it hits the heat, it will pop away from you and not burn you. So as you can see, after some time on the heat, this berry compote has turned into liquid. It is bubbling and it smells so, so good. I'm going to lower the heat on it at this point so that it doesn't scorch on the bottom and it just kind of simmers a little bit on the heat to reduce. Gorgeous. So this is what it looks like after it's been flipped. All right. See how these look. These are just about done. So I'm going to pull them off the heat. All right, we've got this gorgeous French toast here ready to be drizzled up with some compote, which I'm going to grab off of my stove. And so here you can see this texture. It's chunky and syrupy all at the same time. It'll store really well and just tastes so good with this delicious challah French toast. Now it's time for our taste test, my very favorite part. Make sure I get this compote on here, a really stacked bite. It's just so good. The cinnamon really comes out and you've got that earthy, warming flavor of the clove and cinnamon on the challah itself. But then this berry compote is just the perfect dash of acidity to really encapsulate such a great bite. My goodness, this is so tasty. I have to just dive straight in for seconds. Thank you so much for coming on this journey with me today. I'm so excited to show you the next RV Agriculture Market during our next chef adventure. See you soon.